everybody, welcome to my channel. This is Dawn with Scrapbook Sage. I'm so glad you can join me today. I'm going to be sharing with you a Victorian journal that I made for a family member who's going to be gifting it to somebody for her birthday. And since we're still in the middle of the stay-at-home, the person that this is being gifted to, her husband has secretly asked everybody to send her something that, whether it's a card or something that she loves. And so a family member of mine asked me to make a homemade journal for her, so I did. And it was a lot of fun to work on. I made it out of a tablecloth on top of a piece of fabric. And this is an image from a book, from an Americana book that I've been using for ephemera. And this is from Elsie Bell's bookshelf, her Romantic Elegance collection. The tiny embellishments, or the smaller embellishments, are pictures from my button book and from a Carnival glass book. So those are fun ways to upcycle different resources that I have in my collection at the time. And then also on the inside, like I said, I have 3 signatures. It's basically comprised of a digital kit from Lindsay Zenner. She has a couple that I've used. I've used what they wore and her postage due primarily. There might be a couple other images from other kits from her, and she's at Nevermore Creation 17. And I also have used some images from her Vintage Image Club, where she has older images that you can download. And these cats are from that. I have some cards, some French and some Latin flashcards I've also included, as well as some Project Life cards, since this is going to be for somebody's birthday. I thought I'd put that in there. That's a lot of fun. Okay, and this is from Lindsay Zenner's new collection, Chew. And I don't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but it's a really nice one. So I hope you guys are doing well. I had a lot of fun working on this kit. Did some layering here, and here's a coffee dyed doily. This is an image from the Vintage Image Club, and I believe it is French Fashions. And this is also Lindsay Zenner's collection. These words are from Tim Holtz. Some scrapbook paper collection. I believe it's from Die Cuts with a View. And I have a really cool antique book that has pictures of antiques, and so it was fun to include that into this journal. The individual that I've made this for loves the Victorian era, and so I included furniture and fashion and a little bit of architecture from that time. I also have a button book that I kept pictures out of. So this was a lot of fun. Here is a tag with the coffee dyed lace there. I did some stamping. And here is a fun little, I don't know if you can see it, I'll take it out. It is a fun little paper clip that I received from Lindsay Zenner. I don't know if she still has any in her supplies or not, but it's a cute little paper clip. I've sort of been focusing on paper clips a little bit lately. There's so many cute ones out there, and I've gotten my husband to make me some on his 3D printer, and so we've been coming up with some fun designs and working on those a little bit, and that's been really a lot of fun too. And so here's a little hidden spot, and it says carriage on it, and there's some carriages in here, so I thought that was fun to put in there. Here's some lace. And here's sort of a happy mistake that happened. This got a little bit wet, and but I was wiping things down with, you know, those little baby wipes you have and just sort of clean off the glue and stuff. And this ended up touching it and it made that little stain there. But I thought it was really pretty. There's like pink and it has that pretty teal color. And I thought it was worth saving it. So that's the one thing that's great about junk journaling. There's things that we just upcycle and repurpose and use in different ways. And among those things that I'm using here is music sheet. And sometimes it's hard to journal on. Like I've tried to have a balance of space for people to write on and some areas for people to still be creative. This is embellished quite a bit, but I put some gesso on this page so the writing would stand up a little bit more. And this is a flip out and some more writing can happen there. These were fun too. This was a little book that I found at an estate sale, and it had the different bottles, and it's showing the different colors of the bottles and what they were and what their price was. So that's a fun book page to be using in the journals. I've got some Mickey Mouse plates, child plates here from the 1930s, and that was from the antique book that I've been using. And this is Lindsay Zanner's What They Wore. This, I believe, is what he wore in the What He Wore collection. This is from Lindsay Zanner's Vintage Image Club. So it was so much fun putting this book together and just finding the old pieces of antiques. I love antiques. I'm just not somebody who likes to store a lot of things that I don't use. So when I can play with old antiques in my books and find them and share them with other people in a paper format, it's really fun. Get so inspired by just the different artwork that's there. There's like little flourishes here and little leaves. So it's just fun to see how we are inspired by artists from our past. Look how elegant these dresses are. I mean, the dresses that were made by homemakers in the past and dressmakers in the past is just stunning. They wore lace gloves. Look at that, how beautiful that is. And their hats. We just don't wear hats like that anymore. And I love the updos of the day back then. They were a lot of fun. So, comment below if you like this video on the era that you love. I'm going to be doing a 70s sort of rock-inspired journal in the near future, so I'll be looking forward to sharing that with you. It's so fun to have different opportunities of inspiration. And if you would like me to create a journal for you, go ahead and feel free to contact me at Scrapbook Sage on Facebook or leave a message below. And I would be happy to work on a journal for you. I don't have an Etsy shop up yet. I do have a few items. I have some cards and smaller journals for sale at Scrapbook Sage right now on Facebook. But when I do get a more official shop up, I will let you guys know. I've got some things in the works. So I'm looking forward to sharing those with you. I was talking about some of our favorite images. This is one of my favorite images, and this, I believe, is what she wore, but I just love the lace in the background. And that shirt is just a stunning little shirt there. And this is a beautiful piece of upholstery that I got from a dear friend of mine. She's a sister of my high school buddy. She actually owns a home decor business where she goes in and redoes people's homes and rooms. And she donated some of her sample upholstery to me. So thank you, Kathy, from Design With You in Mind. And you can check her out on Facebook as well if you are looking to have part of your home remodeled. So this is a journal. It was a lot of fun to work on. Thank you, Tammy, for letting me do this for you. And here are some of the beadwork that I got to put on the bottom. It was just delightful to work on. I went back and forth whether I wanted to use this as a cover, and I decided I did. I just, even though it's a little bit, you see this lace sort of coming apart here, it sort of adds to just the sweetness of it. So there you go. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Hit the subscribe button and like button if you want to see more of these journals. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.